Hello beautiful souls and welcome. Today's tarot and oracle reading will be using the Animal Totem Tarot, and we'll see what oracle I happen to decide later. So I do want to remind you that this is a timeless reading. While I do put out these readings weekly, it does not mean that this message is time specific. Whenever you stumble upon it, may mean this message is for you. So we are starting with the Seven of Cups. Okay, and this is about making decisions wisely. Okay, make sure that you are not making decisions hastily. Make sure you are not being overindulgent. Make sure that you are taking what you need, but are leaving enough for others. We have a lot of opportunities and a lot of abundance with this card, but just because there is a lot does not mean we need to take it all. We can leave some for others, and we can share our wealth, share our abundance, share our gratitude even. Perhaps it is time to share gratitude. What is it that you are grateful for? Literally, write it in the comments below. What are you grateful for in this moment? Are you grateful for a nice cozy sweater? It's really cold outside, so cozy sweaters. Are you grateful for the delicious meal you had for dinner? Are you grateful for your loved ones? Are you grateful for your job? Are you grateful for, I don't know, whatever it happens to be? Perhaps you found 20 bucks on the sidewalk today. Like, how awesome would that be? You know, what are you grateful for? And we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Focus. They don't like to, the camera does not like to focus on these cards. I don't know what it is. I do enjoy using these cards though, so I'm going to keep using them, and hopefully you can forgive me for having cards that don't like to be focused on, okay? But Seven of Cups and the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man in reverse, this is speaking of delays. So perhaps this abundance that I was talking about, it hasn't come yet, or you feel delayed in wanting to give gratitude, because what if this abundance stops? And perhaps you're afraid to share because you're like, what if it's taken away? But what if you don't share and it doesn't leave, and you just couldn't hold back your excitement anymore? What if it does leave and you never got to share that excitement with someone else? The Hangman in reverse, we're talking about delays here, but we're also talking about resistance, because we're just not, oh, okay, Five of Swords. It's like we're fighting ourselves on this. So it's like there's this abundance and you don't even want to see it. You don't even want to recognize it because you're afraid to receive it. You're afraid that, yeah, again, there's just something that is making you very uncomfortable about a situation. And I mean, this doesn't have to be a physical thing. This could be, you know, this could be love. This could be wealth. This could be health. This could be, who knows what. It could be anything. An abundance of anything. But there's something that's holding you back from, I don't even necessarily want to say receiving it, because I feel like you are getting little tidbits here and there about what could be. You know, if it's your health, you're having a few days where you're feeling absolutely great, and then something happens and you put up a wall, and then you have a couple of really bad days again. If it's a loving relationship that you are desiring, it's almost like you're in communication with someone and you have, again, a few great days of communication, and then you don't hear from them for a week. And it's because we're putting up some kind of block. I'm dropping the abundance card. Some kind of energetic block is being delayed. And with it being the Hangman, I'm feeling like it's some kind of perspective. It's like perhaps it is past experiences dictating how you're perceiving this one. You know, like you've got this table full of food, but just as like a random example, a random metaphor, if you were at a buffet and the item that you really, really wanted, say you were, I don't know, you were at a Chinese food buffet, like an Americanized Chinese food buffet, and you really wanted chicken balls, and you go up to the buffet and everything is so full, everything looks delicious, but they don't have the one thing that you wanted. Does that mean that everything else wasn't worthy? Everything else was bad? Everything else was like, why did you even go? They didn't have the one thing that you wanted. It doesn't mean that that experience was bad, but the perception, because you had your hopes set so high on that one item, the whole experience seemed bad. And I feel like that is the block you're putting up. Whether you've got a potential partner like way up on this pedestal of, you know, the chicken balls. That is, I'm sorry, that's the weirdest thing, but it's what I thought of. But you know, like perhaps you're putting a potential partner way up on that pedestal, or perhaps you're putting your health way up on that pedestal, and it's seeming so hard to get because you've put it up there. And I'm not saying you need to bring it down. You need to bring yourself up, right? Or in the example of the buffet, you need to bring everything up to that level. This was going to be so delicious, but everything else just as equally delicious, right? And perhaps the variety would make it even more delicious, more enjoyable. But until you're willing to try, until you're willing to experiment with things outside of your comfort zone, how will you ever know that all of those other things are super delicious? Right? You'll never know. So let's, what cards do we want? If you ever want a specific deck, I have them all listed on my website, which is listed down in the description box below. If you ever want a specific deck for these weekly readings, let me know, okay? I will always try and do what you ask. Let's pull. Whoops. I kind of wish I had some kind of food-related oracle. Does that exist? I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. But I pulled my Earth Magic oracle. So let's see, what else can we add to this conversation about abundance and stepping out of our comfort zone, and how can we be grateful for what we have and not put what we desire on a pedestal above what we have. The card of lake, stillness. Take a break. Take a pause. Don't you just want to be here? Don't you want to be sitting? Don't you want to be sitting in this calm, beautiful lake, maybe out on a canoe? There's actually a little rowboat right there. But if this is a place that you think only exists in your dreams, in artwork, then you'll never be able to find it. How can you take what exists within your mind and make it a reality? Perhaps this isn't actually a real place, but the idea, the feeling that this invokes is real. There's all sorts of places in this vast world of ours that can evoke the same kind of feeling. You know, you can even create this kind of a feeling, this calm, this peaceful, tranquil kind of environment. You can even create a space like this in your home. Perhaps it's a place to unwind at the end of the day, connect with yourself, recuperate. But how can you find stillness and peace within your little neck of the woods? I want to go there. So that is the message for this week's tarot and oracle reading. If you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button and all of those other fun YouTube things, like hitting the like button, leaving a comment, and sharing with all of your friends. I am so happy to have all of you here, and there's new people every week, so thank you so very much. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye.